The wait may be over. I hope, but we're not getting ahead of ourselves. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wine Library TV. I am your host, Gary Vaynerchuk, and this, my friends, is the Thunder Show, aka the internet's most passionate wine program. And today we go very simple. And yes, I didn't reference yesterday. I did shave my playoff beard, which is a very controversial move for me. But last week, I decided, you know what? It hasn't worked in the past. I wore a different jersey, usually if they win, I wear the same jersey. I wore a different jersey. I shaved. I'm a new man, new style, and hopefully this Sunday, my New York Jets bring me to a place I've never been before, which is the Super Bowl. You might have heard of it. I want to bring you to a new place. Talk about a wine that I think a lot of people aren't familiar with. And that's the Teroldego, which is from Rotigliano, right here, which is in the DOC of Trentino, north of Trentino and Adige. It is the grape is Teroldego, and it's a really intriguing wine. You find it in the northeast of Italy, and that, like I said, in that before mentioned Trentino Alta Adige. It has been now diagnosed as a sibling of Dereza, which is a parent to the Syrah grape. It's a very intriguing wine. Teroldego, to me, has been one of the Italian varietals that has really caught my attention. There's references to it since the early 1800s. So you're talking about a wine that has a huge tradition, but really is completely unknown. I mean, in comparison to things like Tuscan, Chianti, there's not anybody that really knows these wines. This wine rolls in at $19 US, and it's on a 10-hectare estate in Teroldego. Ian Doran, I noticed, scored this wine 90 points, and I didn't mention the producer's name. Excuse me. Vescovi, Uzbak, and so a really intriguing producer, Vescovi Uzbak, really long tradition. But this was more about Teroldego, to nerd it up, more so than Uzbak. I just really am passionate to continue my journey that I started in 2006 into 2011 to get this fan base, to get you viewers, to get you friends, you Vaniacs, to continue to expand your palate and try new things. And that's what I like to do. This again, under $20 from a region a lot of people don't know much about, and I'm excited to give this a sniffy sniff, so let's do that. Very vibrant nose, really, really fresh. Big explosion, actually. Wow. A little bit more aromatic than I remember. A lot of times I get a dusty chocolate, dark fruit kind of thing going on, but this is a little bit more fresh and a little more fruit. This is like a fruit salad meets some balsamic vinegar. I get that kind of feel to it. There's a very vibrant thing going on, almost a gamay-like characteristic on the nose, if you understand where I'm going with that. So let's give it a shot. I like the nice bitter tannins. Ooh, you get a little bitter beer face thing going on, which I like. It's really interesting. It's got this great sourness going, like pucker up, bitter, austere thing going on. And then there's almost like a bubblegum component on the mid palate. Very beautiful, like strawberry, like Bazooka Joe meets strawberry bubble yum, and it's a delightful marriage, Intriguing wine. I like it, and I can see it going tremendously with a lot of foods. I really like this fresh cut flower rose petal thing in the mouth, rounded out with a really intense and vibrant tannin structure, and a creamy, almost like cedar juice kind of thing going on. Really, really elegant wine, and well made, and good job by Ian. I think Ian's being a little bullish. To me, this is more like an 88 plus 89 point wine, right on the cusp of that magical Mendoza line, but an extremely well-made wine, and maybe I'm being a little tough because I like zinging Ian. In general, I'm pretty impressed with this wine, and I find it extremely food friendly. And I feel like a veal with like a red sauce would accompany this wine tremendously. I like the fact that it's a little lower in alcohol, 13%. It's not too gloppy, it's drinkable, and there's an elegance to it. And this really reminds me of why I like red wines from Italy in different places, especially when it hasn't been commercialized. And Teroldego definitely hasn't. Please explore the wines of Teroldego, and please go out and try new wines in general. Good wine, fun to do like a one wine show. I'd love to get your feel on that format as I'm trying to not reinvent, but find a groove for 2011. Question of the day. What is the most intriguing outside-the-box Italian wine you had in 2010? And is there a region that you're excited to explore in 2011? Also, what's your favorite TV show? With a little bit of me, we are changing that wine world, whether they like it or not.